Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my previous video, you saw that we reached Arkansas State and that was the motel that we stayed the previous night. And as I said, the receptionist was a student from the Arkansas University and she was from Nepal. Now we started our journey to Missouri. To Missouri, it was around 4 hours drive. So we started at around 9 o'clock. From this day, we decided to start a bit late because from Arkansas, the next destinations, whatever we were going, wouldn't take that much time. So we thought we would go little leisurely instead of 8 o'clock because other 3 days we were getting up at 8 o'clock and we were traveling all whole day. And by the time we used to reach motel, it used to be around 10:30. So we were really tired. So today we decided to start a bit late, that is at around 9 o'clock. And on our way, we picked our breakfast and we were going to Missouri. So, Missouri is another state which was very, very beautiful, lots of greenery. And my nephew and daughter, they had decided on a place called Trail of Tears. So, we were on our way to that place. I had no idea what this place was. As I said, all the itinerary was planned by them, but they just told me to wear comfortable shoes because we were going to a place where we might have to walk a lot. So I was just debating if I should wear my sandals or shoes. But what happened was when we went there at the reception, they told us that we could take our car and go around. So that was one good thing. So I didn't have to change my sandals. I wore my sandals. I didn't wear my shoes because we could go in the car around the trail. So this was the reception, and as you can see, this place was a complete exhibition of all the things that you could see in that place that we were going. The endangered species and animals and plants and trees, everything was here in this place. They had kept an exhibit of that. And also, the lady who was at the reception told us that the Trail of Tears refers to the forced removal of Cherokee tribe, that they lived here a long time ago. Along with Cherokee tribe, I think there were other four tribes. They were removed from their homeland in southeastern US to Oklahoma in 1830s. So Missouri played an important role in that journey because this was one of the several removal routes, and they passed through this state. So it is said that in 1838 or 1839, around 16,000 Cherokee people were forced from their homes, and at least 4,000 died due to disease, starvation, exposure, and exhaustion. So this place is one of, in memory of that Cherokee tribe. So this particular Trail of Tears State Park, it overlooks the Mississippi River. I will show you when we go there, and it is, as I said, is one in memory of the Cherokee tribe that crossed, through this place. So here you can see the exhibit of different types of wood and the barks that are available in this particular forest. I would say this was one of the most beautiful places that we visited because it was really pretty. The landscape was beautiful. Apart from the weather, it was very hot, but we enjoyed this place. As you can see, this was our first spot where there was a small lake and surrounded by greenery, and the lake was completely filled with fish. So we spent some time here. We walked in this cold water and we took a lot of pictures. And since it was very hot, we really enjoyed spending some time in the water. After that, we drove to the next spot. All these spots are inside this, Trail of Tears. Since we could drive, that was the best part because I can't imagine walking on all these places because it would have taken minimum 3 to 4 hours if we had walked and seen these places. Since we could drive, we saved a lot of time. We spent hardly 1 hour to go and see all these places. So that way we saved up on a lot of time. So this was our next spot where we could see the Mississippi River. We spent some time here, enjoyed the beauty of this place, took some pictures, and then we drove to the next spot. We saw many people walking through this trail, but I'm sure it would take one whole day to visit this place. And if you plan to walk around, then I'm sure a whole day goes visiting the places. There were people who were driving, who were riding a bike, and who were walking too. So our next spot was somewhere little more closer to the river, and there my nephew and my daughter spent some time throwing stones in the river and enjoying the beauty of the place. Our next destination was 3 hours. That is, we are going to Illinois now, to the next state. And since we started our journey the first day with 10 hours of drive continuously, I'm sorry, 12 hours of continuous drive to the border and to the Texas. Now, this 3 hours and 4 hours felt like a cakewalk for us. That's why today I would say we were so relaxed, because we knew that 3 hours would be like an easy destination for us. So we stopped by at this Chinese place to have lunch. We were tired of bread and burgers, and we wanted to have something Chinese. And we looked up for this place. My nephew looked up for this place, and they had a wonderful display of different dishes. It was a buffet, so I would say we really enjoyed this lunch too. So this was one of the best days of our trip, because we had a good lunch and we also visited amazing places on this day. So as you can see, there were different varieties of Chinese food, and they had a lot of varieties in chicken too. Usually, wherever we go, it's beef or pork, but here, luckily, there were a lot of varieties in chicken. So we really enjoyed this food. We had a lot of food that day. I was only worried that we, after eating so much of food, we might, feel very sleepy while driving. But luckily, nothing happened, because as I said, it was just 3 hours to our next destination. So we kind of reached there very fast. So we spent around 1 hour here. I think this was one of the days when we had a leisure lunch, because otherwise, usually we rush with our lunch so that we would reach to the next destination. But here we took some time and enjoyed our lunch. So now we are on our way to Illinois, and in Illinois, my nephew had looked up for a place where we could go for, it was like a sky ride. So he knew that the closing time was around 7 p.m. So that was the only rush that we had, because we wanted to reach there by 7 p.m. And as we entered Illinois, I would say it was totally a different place. I loved the state. It looked so beautiful, especially because it was sunset time. So the drive towards this place where we were going was beautiful. For me, this particular scene looked like an English movie scene where, there is this sci-fi movies where they show some imaginary world. That's how it looked, especially that picture. So this drive from here was beautiful. There was this water on the left and sun was setting, and there was greenery on the right side. This was almost like 1 hour drive from here to our next destination. So we really enjoyed this. Even while coming back, the drive was beautiful. So now we are going to that particular place where they had the sky ride. Now it was already 6:30, so we had to be there by 7. So my nephew was rushing towards the place, and luckily we reached there exactly by 6:50. So we just had 10 minutes, and we were lucky enough that they gave us tickets. Though there was just 10 minutes left, they gave us the tickets, and they told us that you are the last person who are coming, but go ahead with the ride. So this is the sky ride that we are going to take, the cable chair or whatever you call it. It's called Grafton Sky Tour. So I think the ticket for this particular place was around $35 for each of us. We were so excited and happy that we reached there on time, because 10 minutes delay and we wouldn't be able to take this. And the amazing part was this: we saw so many deers down there, so it was definitely a trip worth going. So basically, it takes us to the top point, and there they had a restaurant. So if we wanted, we could have a coffee or we could eat something. But since our lunch was so heavy, we really didn't feel like having anything. So after the ride, which took us around 30 minutes, after that we were driving back now to a motel. So as I said, the sunset was beautiful along with this riverside. The architecture in the state also was different, so I really liked this Illinois and Missouri a lot. So by the end of the day, my daughter wanted to try Papa John's. She didn't know that Papa John's was there in Mexico also, but she said she wanted to try pizza here. I would say it was not that amazing, but yeah, she wanted to try, so we had that. And after that, we drove further towards the motel and also to reach near the border of Illinois, so it would be easy for us the next day to go to the next state. So that was all for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.